Hello, I'm Michael Connelly, and this is Matthew McConaughey, and we're sitting here on the set of The Lincoln Lawyer. Matthew, of course, is Mickey Haller, and I'm just going to ask him a couple of questions about that role. The first one is, how do you like being in this character's shoes?
Being in Mick's shoes, these leather loafers. It's an honor being in the shoes of Mick Haller. I read the book and then got into the script, and there's a lot of things loved about the character and some things that I've even grown to love about him. Bottom feeder with heart. I think there's a certain part of Mick as a defense attorney that has a huge amount of humanity for the glorias of the world, And those are cases and people that don't necessarily, pay your rent and put you in the nicest house, but they're sort of where Mick feels at home, He's a guy who's very street smart, which I like a lot about it. I haven't played that many characters that are on the street all the time, like in downtown LA or around the big city of LA.
You played attorneys before, and every role is different. Was there something specific in his character that drew you to want to play this? Is there what do you think is his central conflict? I think not being an actor, but it seems like that's got to be the draw.
I think Mick's a guy, as I read him, is great at dancing between the raindrops, great at doing the dance with how the system works. And at the end of the day, where he wants to get everybody he defends off, his worst nightmare comes true, which is like his father said, he's put, not let, but put an innocent man in jail, wrongly accused. And that's the guy's worst nightmare, so it becomes quite personal for him. There's a lot of adult consequences, that Mick gets to deal with, but also at the same time, we've got a thriller going here. And this, part about me wanting to do it was a lot of times I look at a script and say, how much did I enjoy it? And I read the script 10 times. And every single time, even though I know the ending, I'm still flipping the pages wanting to get to the end and see how the hell is he going to get out of this. How about you? What do you think about me being in Mick's shoes, the guy that you created?
Oh, I'm totally enthused by it. It's a weird life I live. I go into a room by myself and write my stories, write them for one person, me. I want to entertain myself. Want to be happy with it at the end of the day. And I usually build characters. I don't, in my mind, images. I don't really ascribe them right away to actors or people I know or even myself. So it hasn't happened to me a lot that a story has gone the distance and become a film, but once I started hanging around the set and seeing what you can do, actually we met before that, and you talked about with a lot of fervency about what you thought about this character, and that really won me over before a foot of film was even rolled.
Was it all scary seeing people playing your characters that you wrote, and all of a sudden it's happening and it's going to go out? Now, you said a minute ago you capture certain emotions from actors when you see a close-up or a zoom, right. And that's a technique that a camera can use to bring out an emotion without a word even being said. So you read a book, it's up to the person who's reading its imagination to
right.
paint their own picture. And in films, we have the audio, we have the script,
right.
And we have the visual. And I suppose, I had that feel to see that for the first time. Was it
it's not
scary at all?
Not really scary, but because you almost say this over and over, so you believe it, is that your book is sacred, and you still have your book, and it's on a shelf, and no one's really touching your book. I'm a writer; I write books, and my book is safe. This is just another way of telling a story or telling the story, and to me, that's exciting. Obviously, I have a lot of hopes. I want it to be right. I want it to capture the spirit of the book and the characters, and I was only here maybe 30 minutes before I realized that was happening, and
that's
I see
great.
it, and I'm with some people who are close to me and know the story and know the characters, and we look at each other and nod and smile. It could have certainly gone another way, but it's not. So
good.
I'm very happy.
There have been other instances where the writer came and went, oh my God, what happened?
That's the gamble you take.
Yeah.
You can also not offer your work to movies, and then you're always perfectly safe. But I rather, take the chance, and sometimes I work, and sometimes I won't. I think my instincts are it's working on this one.
Thanks for offering your work.
And thanks for being Mickey.
And my pleasure.
I just want to say there are other stories, so you can always put the shoes back on.
I'd love to keep the shoes on. I'd love to keep writing.
All right. right.
I'll keep wearing the shoes.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. Appreciate it, Michael.